Spoilers, the game sucks.
Liar!
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Welcome to my review for a video game, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my god, this game. A lot of controversy around this game before the game even came out. Just the production of the game, the news about the game, and then when the trailers for the game came out, everyone's like, what in the ever-loving shit ass are they doing? But I'm not going to just listen to the controversy. I'm going to wait till the game comes out, and I am going to play it and see if this game is good or not, because I am an Assassin's Creed fan. Even though I've been let down by Ubisoft many a time. And after playing maybe 45 hours into the game, I can safely say that this is a bad Assassin's Creed game. And definitely the second worst one. Second worst? Yeah, I'd say second worst. I will always say Rogue might be the worst Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, probably Rogue. Rogue had a shitty protagonist. Even though it was set in, Canada, which is... I'm Canadian, so I love that, and... Oh my god, I wanted that game to work so well. It was just so bland and boring and stiff, and it just wasn't great. I didn't like Unity either, but at least Unity had good characters, even though it was a broken game. This game just doesn't have an interesting story, and the game mechanics are just dreadful. But yeah, I've always been an Assassin's Creed fan. I will play every Assassin's Creed that comes out. The good and the bad and the modern. Assassin's Creed didn't even start off all that great. The first Assassin's Creed game isn't very good, even though Altair is a pretty cool character. That game is very janked, and it's very dull, and it goes on for too long. Not until the Ezio trilogy, where we actually got, good quality games, and then Black Flag just fucking knocked it out of the park. I'm not even a hater of the RPG ones. I'm not. I know people despise the RPG Assassin's Creed games because they basically took the format away of being assassins and stuff and took away the parkour and all that shit. But I didn't mind Origins. I didn't mind Odyssey, and I didn't mind Valhalla. Even though the games, well, mostly Odyssey and Valhalla, they are so long and way too long. They kind of ruin it a little bit. Way too much side quests and unneeded content. Mirage I played too. It was good. It just had a really lackluster story. I didn't mind Basim as a character, and I kind of like that they brought the parkour, and it was a fun game for gameplay. It just was a very uninteresting story with a really shitty ending. Now, Shadows, this really looked like they were trying to bank off of Ghost of Tsushima. Because Ghost of Tsushima was a smash hit in 2020. It's my favorite game of 2020. It's one of the best games on the PS4/PS5. It is so damn good. The samurai style, just the amazing story, the amazing world building. It's such a great game. And Assassin's Creed Shadows is neither one of those things. It tries so hard with its samurai combat to be very similar to Ghost of Tsushima. It just isn't the same. It's just a very low quality and a shittier version of Ghost of Tsushima. And it claims to have brought back the assassinations and bringing back the classic feel of Assassin's Creed, and that's not true either. The missions just don't feel like Assassin's Creed missions, and even doing the assassinations, and there's barely any parkour in the game. And even just simple game mechanics of just climbing stuff. Climbing was one of the best things in Assassin's Creed. It is the most satisfying thing to do in Assassin's Creed is to climb buildings, jump across them, slide across them. Even Syndicate, you could use devices to shoot yourself across. Just that was always the best part of the Assassin's Creed games, was the parkour and the climbing. The parkour and the climbing is almost non-existent in this game. Even in Odyssey, as terrible as it was in that one, because it was just too easy to climb everything, but at least you could still climb. In this one, it's a struggle to climb a tree. Like, it's just really bad and it's really stiff and it just doesn't work properly. And that was just a lie on their behalf, saying that this was almost going to be a classic Assassin's Creed, but with samurais, that's not true. And the fact that they were saying this is going to be just as good combat as Ghost of Tsushima, that was also not true. It failed to live up to what Ubisoft was saying, but that's just Ubisoft in a nutshell. They make promises and don't keep them. The one thing I will say, the world is nice. It's very, very nice looking. It's very beautiful. The landscapes are super cool and very creative. And yeah, it was visually striking. Every time I was looking at landscapes and the farmlands and even the home base that you're at, all of it is very well done. And I could tell Ubisoft put the budget in it. You know where that money went with its visuals. And the game creators and the tech people did a very good job because it's visually impressive. Very visually impressive. It's just the story is not very interesting. And it's a typical Assassin's Creed story, but you got like these two rogue assassins, samurais that are like, tracking the Templars down. And the two characters that you play as is... I like that they're both different. Like, you got Yusuke and you got Nemo. Nemo, the girl, is more like flexible and fluent with her movement. She's quicker, she's faster, she's more stealth. Yusuke is more big and brute, and he just like fucking like punches them and slices them, and yeah, like it's more obviously satisfying playing more as Yusuke, but Nemo was supposed to be more of the classic Assassin's Creed feel that you're more stealth, but it still just doesn't feel as stealthy as, again, the classics. Games that came out almost 20 years ago, which is the saddest thing. It's just the characters themselves, though, aren't interesting. They're not well-written characters. They're very bland, and I just didn't give a shit about where their story was going. I was almost like 43 hours into the game, and I barely knew anything about these two characters and why I even could give a shit about them. And also, Nemo is the more main character than Yusuke. Yusuke, I guess maybe they thought he was the more controversial character, that he's barely in the game. And I know he comes probably maybe later or something, but I'm 43 hours into the game and I barely played him. And I'm like, he's on the cover, he's one of the main characters, but I haven't even gotten into his story, really. He's almost non-existent. And that was just disappointing, because you put a black samurai in the game, and I haven't even really played much of him. And now I'm not even going to, because I'm done with the game, because I'm not actually done with the game. I'm just done with the game. There's more to it. It's like a 74-hour campaign. I'm bored. I'm not interested. I don't care. And the thing is, I usually finish the story of an Assassin's Creed game. Not since Unity, I just stopped playing an Assassin's Creed game. But Unity, the reason I stopped playing that game wasn't because of its story and characters. I actually was kind of invested with the story and its characters. It's just, it was a broken game. It was glitching, and it just wasn't working for me. This game, it does work. It's just not an interesting story and doesn't have interesting characters. And it just isn't interesting me. It's not compelling me to keep going with the game. And again, the fact that it claimed to be all these things, which it isn't. It's not. The only thing it has going for it, it's visually creative. The visuals and the world and the landscapes are gorgeous, but that's all it is. It's like Rings of Power, the show. It's beautiful to look at, but there ain't much there. There ain't no much substance. And that's what Assassin's Creed Shadows is. It doesn't have good characters. It has a very lackluster story, and it's very boring. And the gameplay isn't that satisfying. It's like sea level Ghost of Tsushima. And the parkour isn't there, and there's no fluidity, and the movement is terrible, and you can't climb. I know you can climb little things in this game, but I swear there's been like 8 different trees. I can't climb them. What is wrong with Ubisoft? And you can't put the classic Assassin's Creed climbing mechanics just back in the games. Like, what's wrong with parkour? Like, come on. That's what made Assassin's Creed what it is, and you just can't do it. You just refuse to do it, and it's ridiculous. But like, no, it's not the worst Assassin's Creed game. It's up there, but it's not the worst. And I could see maybe some people enjoying it. To me, it was almost like Star Wars Outlaws. A lot like Star Wars Outlaws. Just very bland and forgettable, and just no one's gonna remember this game in a few years. Like Star Wars Outlaws was just so bland and lifeless. It's just like I played that game for a little bit in the summertime, and I forget everything about that game because it was just so generic. That's what this game is. It's so generic. It's forgettable. It's lifeless. It's just a shitty game. It's just, I don't know. And the fact that there was all this controversy with it, that just wasn't needed. It's just a shitty game. No one's gonna remember this game in a few years. It's just gonna be one of those like Assassin's Creed games that were just like, oh yeah, ooh, yeah, that was a thing. For rating wise, I would give Assassin's Creed Shadows probably like a 4 out of 10. It's terrible, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts and opinions on Assassin's Creed Shadows? Also, what is your favorite Assassin's Creed game and protagonist? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the episode.